Welcome back. This is Real Tech with WEI. I'm Chris Asari, Director of Business Development. Today I have Mike Morales, our Apple Practice Manager. And today's topic is Apple and the enterprise. Hey Mike, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. So my first question is about the misconceptions with standardizing Apple and the enterprise.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. So what we see when we talk with customers is that there's some misconceptions about how manageable Apple devices are in enterprise environments. And some areas that we see, the major points are really about security and being able to kind of apply those security policies that they need for their environment. And also just the IT familiarity with the products. In terms of how are we really going to be able to kind of manage these for the users, especially since sometimes the users are very familiar with the devices. And then the last thing is with provisioning. How do we actually get these kind of set up and provisioned for our environment? And that's an area that really Apple has made a lot of progress on in the last 4 to 5 years.
Okay. And how are they provisioning them different than the other devices?
That's a great question. So about 4 or 5 years ago, Apple introduced something called Device Enrollment Program. And this is now kind of morphed a little bit. It's the Apple Business Manager, which encompasses DEP, Device Enrollment Program, and VPP, Volume Purchase. And essentially what this really allows you to do is take your devices, your Apple devices, out of the box and have them enrolled directly into an MDM product when they go through the setup. This basically gives you inventory device on the device, control over the device if it's in certain cases, as well as being able to do things like push down necessary certificates to connect to secure networks, VPN applications, other kinds of software, and things like that.
So Mike, what do companies need to know before getting started with Apple and their enterprise?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I would say that really the important thing is that there's been a lot of changes with Apple's operating systems over the last couple of years. Most recently, they have expanded on an area that they call transparency, consent, and control, which essentially protects the user data.
Okay.
So if an application tries to access information that might be sensitive, a user is going to get some kind of a consent pop-up, basically saying, do you want to allow this application that access? Okay. And those are definitely areas that companies need to kind of be aware of. The other area that's really important for organizations to think about is what the user experience is. Right. With choice programs, employees are picking the devices that they feel most comfortable with, and they have a certain expectation that the device is going to work exactly the way it does, say, at home, for example. So I would really encourage customers out there to kind of think about what that experience looks like, to try to make sure that it's as seamless as possible when it integrates into their environment, that they have a very good relationship in terms of how this device is being managed in their environment.
Great. Thanks, Mike. This has been Real Tech with WEI. Catch you next time.